Hello Libra, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your November 2022 mid-monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for the sign of Libra? What do we need to know for you? One more shuffle. Okay. We have the Hanged Man, so delays in preparation for a new beginning. The Hanged Man can also be seen as a foolish person because he hangs himself upside down to understand things from a different perspective. So he has that mad prophet energy, right? But what you have to understand about the Hanged Man is that he has purposefully hanged himself upside down so that way he can see everything from a different point of view. And when he is ready, he will cut himself down when he has finally received that conclusion, when he finally receives that answer. It can also represent self-sacrifice right here. So it represents a pause within your life. You need to take deep reflection on something to see whatever it is within your life from a different point of view, okay? So let's clarify this Hanged Man energy. It can also represent a period of time of healing. It's Piscean energy, okay? Pisceans don't always move. They sometimes, stay where they are. They enjoy where they are before they move on to a new location. So what's going on with this Hanged Man? What do we need to know? We have the Seven of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. You do not want to believe something could happen to you. But you need to hang yourself upside down to see that it could happen to you. I feel that you think you are very clever right here. But here's the problem. You have the Seven of Swords represent someone trying to sneak off with the situation. But the Eight of Swords in reverse is that you know that this person is doing that. You know that someone within your life has deceptive values. The Eight of Cups is that you would rather stay within that energy though. You would rather this Seven of Swords to basically take from you and walk all over you because you have some sort of emotional connection to it with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is generally a good card. It represents not finding happiness where you are, so you need to move forward. But here's the thing, you're stuck in stagnation. But you have been illuminated with the Eight of Swords. You're going to be illuminated to this Seven, this person who's trying to ruin your life or has ruined your life, but you're choosing to stay where you are. So in reality, the Hanged Man is that you need to cut yourself down from the situation because you know the truth. But you're purposefully staying because you don't want to believe it. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? You have the Tower, and you have the Seven of Swords again. So with the Tower and the Seven of Swords is that you know a situation is about to break down. You know that someone is walking away, trying to sneak off before this happens. You have the Four of Knives with the Ten of Knives. In a way, this can represent someone is putting you under a spell. Someone could be emotionally damaging you. Someone could, in a way, be psychologically manipulative to you to keep you stuck in a situation, to make you so depressed to where you can't move on. But you know these things. It's kind of like you can see it happen to other people, but you're letting it happen to you. You're letting someone have control over your life, and they're causing a Tower moment. Now, maybe the Tower hasn't happened yet, but that is the culmination. That is the conclusion of this, all right? So you need to actually have some sort of forward movement. You need to take off the blindfold. You need to see this Ten of Swords for what it is. If you represent, or if you see a mental defeat happening, move away from that. If you know that that's what's going to lead you down to a mental defeat, is staying within this Four of Knives and not seeing the truth for what things are, then there is no help for you. You have to move forward. You have the Eight of Cups with the Lord of Knives. You have the information. You're very intelligent, Libra. You need to move forward with your Two of Wands. I think I said the Two of Knives. I meant the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands represents there is a better situation over here, away from the Eight of Cups, this emotional foundation that you've built up for yourself. Now, it doesn't always have to be in love. It can be within, a lot of different things within your life. It could be a friend. It could be a job, a work scenario. But you're refusing to see things from a different point of view. You understand that something has hurt you. You understand that someone has done something very manipulative and sneaky towards you. There's this tower moment where the tower is falling, but you just choose to stay here in the Eight of Cups instead of pushing forward and striking it down with the Lord of Knives. Nope. Oh, I'm going to put these back. They didn't flip up, so I haven't looked at them yet. I'd usually take them, but no, I don't want to take jumpers right now. I wanted to pull the cards myself. We have the Ace of Knives coming out. This is the truth. The Eight of Swords is that you can see clearly. You're not blocked and blindfolded. The Four of Knives and the Ten of Knives represents that something has happened, okay? You have this sword underneath your bed that you can go and fight a new battle, but you've been chained down to the Ten of Knives. So you don't want to leave the Four of Knives recovery period because you've just received a mental upset. The Ace of Knives with the Lord of Knives, this is the sword that comes out of God's mouth. You have full clarity, but you're trying to see things from a higher perspective, but it's also saying that you need to cut yourself down to move forward, okay? You've sat about and you thought about it long enough. The Four of Scepters, you will have victory somewhere else. You have this information, you have everything you need to have a victory. This could be with paperwork. This could be with anything within your life. Paperwork, because the Ace of Knives also kind of represents, writing something down. You have the Nine of Skulls. I think you've built something up from the ground up and you let someone into your life, or you let something into your life kind of ruin your garden to death. Basically allowed them to kill it because their entire goal is to bring a tower to your garden. Why is this person doing this? Because the Five of Cups with the Hanged Man. This person is not happy where they are, or this situation isn't happy, and it feels the need to destroy other people's happiness as a way to make themselves feel good. Because they are not wanting to move forward because they don't know how to fix their life, because they don't want to do the deep reflection with the Hanged Man. They feel like it's important that they cause catastrophes for other people. And I feel like you let this person or whatever it is waltz right into your life. The High Priestess, hindsight being 20/20. Clandestine energy. The Ten of Scepters. I have a feeling that you knew it was not going to be good for you in the long run, because the Ten of Scepters is here. I kind of feel like you already knew it was not going to work out for you, and whatever it was in the long run. The Ten of Scepters represents it's too much of a burden. Maybe you've been putting up with something far too long. Maybe you're the one who's always carrying the brunt and the burden of a company, of a situation within your life. Someone could be using your energy to just get one over on you. I feel like they think that they're getting one over on you, but here's the thing, you already knew it wasn't going to work out with the High Priestess and the Ten of Scepters. So ultimately, you let this happen to yourself. The Lovers and the Sun. So what you need to do is you need to connect to a higher power. And when I say connect to a higher power, you really need to reflect. I think what you were also doing right here is having wishful thinking with the Lovers and the Sun. Because with the Lovers, it does say that you wanted to connect to something that was much better, much bigger than you. The sunlight energy, right? Something that was like the magnum opus. You're like, well, I knew it wasn't going to work out, but I was hoping I could turn, you know, something good out of a bad situation. The Ace of Scepters with the Prince of Skulls. You have a new opportunity somewhere else. You have a new, better situation. It's just going to take time for it to come in. With this Ace of Scepters, it's moving very slowly. You have a new opportunity moving towards you, but it also kind of represents that you need to move away from this. You need to call this thing out. You need to look at it and say, this is the thing that's destroying my life. This is the thing that I'm giving my time and attention to. I know that it's toxic to me. Why am I letting it do that? And why are you? Because it brought you balance and it gave you a new opportunity with the Fool, with the Two of Skulls and the Fool coming out. At one point you needed this. At one point you were hoping that it would bring you some sort of emotional fulfillment. I feel like you didn't take it seriously, but you were really having wishful thoughts. The Star with the Four of Cups. The Prince of Cups. But ultimately, it was never truly your dream. It could be like, you know, you started working at this one company, you really didn't expect it to work out, but you needed the money. You're like, yeah, whatever, I could stay here for 10 years. You started working there. And it was something that was handed to you. You really didn't expect it, but you took it anyway. And now you see the devastation that it's caused. You see the turmoil. You see the consequences of taking this action, of taking whatever this was, because now it's like walking all over you. It's pretty much putting you in financial ruin as well. Or this is an opportunity that's coming up within your life and your goal is to turn it down and move towards something that is actually fulfilling. If it doesn't feel right, if you get this 10 of Wands feeling, like if you get a position and you're like, it's whatever, understand that they're trying to get one over on you. In fact, they could be trying to place blame on you since you're a new employee and you don't have any idea of what's going on within the situation. This could be in love, this could be in whatever. You have the Moon card with the Prince of Scepters. You're rushing into the Moon, you're rushing into an unknown situation. You have the Queen of Scepters with the Wheel of Fortune. You're rushing into an unknown situation, but what you need to do is you need to hold out for the right situation to come by, something that actually makes you feel good. Don't take the first opportunity that comes up. And if this is something that you've dealt with in your past, you're about to have a new opportunity to move away, but it does require you to take off the blindfolds and call something out. Call a spade, all right? With the Queen of Scepters and the Wheel of Fortune, you have the ability, you have this magical ability to spin yourself up to the top of the wheel again. When this tower falls, you can recreate. You have a new opportunity with the Fool coming out. You need to understand that hindsight is 20/20 for you, Libra. You have to weigh something out, right? If it feels off, if the scales feel off, then it's off, right? That's your intuition telling you the truth. If the scales do not equal out, then it's probably not going to be a good situation for you. But if it does find that perfect balance of harmony, that is exactly what you need within your life. So don't go chasing waterfalls or things that aren't tangible, things that throw your scales off. If it's not like a, yes, I need to do this, it's something that really appeals to me, it makes me feel happy, I don't really see any red flags, then that might be the perfect situation for you. But if it feels like, I don't know, it's got red flags, how many employees have left, whatever this is, this person, you know, has been to jail, they don't have a job, they don't have a car, obviously those are red flags, right? So don't go rushing into something where you know it's not going to work out. Oh, but you know, it seems good, you know, the sex is good, the relationship is good, but ultimately they are a tower sneaking off, or they're sneaking off from the tower. They're taking from your garden and sneaking off and leaving you into some sort of ruin right here, leading you into that. But you don't have the courage to say, a spade's a spade. And that's the thing, the spades are represented by the swords in the traditional, or in the 52 card tarot deck. The Empress and the Magician with the Three of Grails. There is a harmonious place coming up for you in the near future. There will be a harmonious situation with this Empress energy, because remember, you do rule the Empress card along with Taurus. There will be a balanced situation that feels magical for you, where you are going to get along with this Three of Grails. You're going to be getting along with the people who are around you, okay? With the Hierophant. So I do see new employment coming for you. I do see a new change possibly in your location of living. This could be, you know, you took an easy, what's it called? Maybe you signed a lease for an apartment and you're like, it's leaking. Oh, it has some roaches, but I can like fix it up. I can make it better because it's the first thing that came and you kind of needed it. But now you have a new opportunity somewhere else, but maybe you've made friends with the landlord. Maybe that landlord is using emotional manipulation on you to get you to stay, to get you to sign another lease, when you know good and well that they haven't fixed the leaking problem. You know good and well they haven't, you know, taken care of the roach problem. Whatever the situation is, you know that. The Hermit is here to remind you that it was never meant to be permanent, whatever the situation was, whatever threw the scales off balance, but you needed to take in the past. Or maybe if you have to take something, if you absolutely have to take a situation, understand, keep this message in mind that it is not meant to last forever. It's meant to get you past a certain period, and then you're supposed to like get rid of it, all right? The Emperor. The Hermit with the Emperor. The Hermit is illuminating the authority, the CEO figure, the boss. So you have 5 major arcanas coming out with the Three of Grails. So I do see that you are having some sort of harmonious work and balance right here. Maybe you're going to get a promotion with the Empress energy, with the Hierophant and the Magician, so moving up a level. What is the Hermit illuminating about the Emperor? The Page of Scepters with the Ace of Cups. One more card. The Daughter of Skulls. I don't know if you're supposed to be connecting to... Well, yeah, you do have the Emperor and the Empress coming out. You're supposed to be connecting to an Emperor situation. So I kind of feel like, in a way, there is a situation or a scenario where someone wants you to be like the Empress to their Emperor. I'm not saying it in a marriage situation. It could be a match made in heaven. But also understand that... oh, you could be dealing with someone who has kids, too. Maybe you're going to be dealing with someone in the future who has 2 kids and they want to give you this cup. It does seem like they want to be in some sort of Hierophant matrimony situation, so that's a love message. It has justice, but it is balanced out for you. That's the thing. That's weird. So you might be going after someone who's not your actual type, but this can also represent, you know, you being in a work scenario where you're going to be the Empress, so someone who's working right underneath this CEO figure, and you're going to be overneath these daughters and these, well, the Daughter of Skulls and the Daughter of Scepters. Why are they here? The World, completion of a cycle. So a magical place of work, something that you really want within this Hierophant organization, illuminating the Emperor, the boss CEO, could have some sort of childlike affection for you. Maybe someone views you as being, you know, a very sweet, caring individual. I feel like this person is very nice to you. That's the thing. I feel like you are leaving a really bad tower situation and you're moving towards something that makes you, where someone has affection for you. You might be a lot younger than this person, like it could be the CEO, the boss, but I feel like they want to actually help you. They want to complete a cycle with you within your life. All right? The Queen of Cups with the Devil. But understand that there is going to be something that comes along that tries to seduce you. There is emotional manipulation right here. Someone is trying to get you to fall in line with this devil energy. Someone wants to bind you down. And if you feel that something is wrong, then it is wrong. I feel like the Emperor is here to show you that you do deserve something really nice within your life. All right? The High Priestess is here to show you if something feels wrong, then that's obviously not the situation, but you're going to meet this Emperor, this authority figure, and you're going to feel at peace. That's the balance for you. However, something is going to throw you off with the Queen of Grails, with the Devil. So you might have two choices coming along. This Three of Grails might represent that you're in the middle, and then you have these two opportunities. You have an Emperor, and then you have a Queen who's connected to the Devil. You have a Siren, and you have the authority figure. So caught between these two energies, you need to balance yourself out with the Emperor and not go after this Queen of Grails. No matter how seductive and seducing it is. If it gives you red flags, then it gives you red flags. So it could be two companies. With the Eight of Grails, yeah, you have to walk away from that. The Eight of Grails right here in reversed. I know that it could be hard because here's the thing, the Siren, the Queen of Cups with the Devil energy is very, very difficult. It makes you feel like you're going to receive a wish, but it's not going to happen with this. It's going to happen with the Emperor. You will complete a cycle with this high authority figure. This person is just trying to chain you down and get what they can out of you. Because if you look at this card, it's very sexual. The Devil has these fallen angels that he's using to pleasure himself. He's using the angels. And that's what this Queen of Grails is. It's using you. The Five of Swords with the Lord of Cups with the Seven of Skulls. I feel like you're watching a situation that was terrible with the Five of Knives that this King of Cups has committed grow into, you know, a really big situation. You're watching something that was really bad from your past grow, okay? You have the Strength card coming out. But I feel like the Strength is here to help shut the mouth of the beast. One more card. The Eight of Cups, yeah. You are protected right here with the angels with the Eight of Skulls. The angel is working and it's crafting things for you. It's holding back the mouth of the beast right here with the Five of Knives with the Lord of Skulls. You know, there's a lot of water energy that has a lot of negative realities behind it. Because the Three of Grails represents you're caught between two situations. You have the Queen of Cups connected to the Devil. You have the Five of Knives connected to this Lord of Cups right here. And it seems that you are all just, you know, stuck. Pay attention to the red flags with the Justice energy, the Lord of Skulls. That is what's going to actually give you tangible wealth. All right, tangible things within your life is connecting directly to an emperor, the boss, the CEO. Don't connect to any underlings right here. I feel like if you're looking for a good situation, someone of authority will give you the opportunity, not someone, you know, who's like a low-level person that's trying to trick you and seduce you into something. Someone of high authority will invite you into something, will invite you into an organization. You have the Nine of Scepters. You have the Four of Skulls. But you're still holding on to something from your past. You're holding on to the wounds of the past. Whatever this was. One more major. Temperance. But at the right moment, when you finally healed, when something When you finally get yourself into a stable, peaceful, blissful state, or at least move away from this terrible thing, the temperance can come in and give you a good opportunity. The reason temperance is not here right now to give you an opportunity is because you're refusing to walk away from something. The temperance knows that something is taking advantage of you, something is abusing you. Therefore, it's not going to give you this cup until you learn how to walk away and say no, until you learn how to give up things from the past, until you call a spade a spade. Okay? When you do, that's when the angel can come in and help you. That's when the angel of strength arrives. They're working behind the scenes. They pretty much have everything figured out, but they're waiting for you to move forward. So let's look at your Awaken Oracle cards. Oh, that card wanted to flip. We have Release and Accept and Be Love. You need to release and accept the situation from the past and allow the angels to come in with this Be Love energy. All right? You have the Sun with the Strength. That's double Leo energy. Those are the two best cards. Not the best, but they are very happy cards. You have Justice here. You have the High Priestess showing you hindsight is 2020. You have really good opportunities coming up with the Magician, the Empress, and the Hierophant. The Emperor wants you to move away from this so that way they can complete a cycle with you. Okay? Let's look at your Halloween Oracle cards. You have Spider, Community, and Web Weaving, and you have Werewolf, Exploring the Wild. Community and web weaving. I think you need to get out and go and talk to people. You just need to get out of your, comfort zone. Explore the wildness. It could be as something as, simple as going to the park or going out and getting coffee, but start talking to people. Start getting out of your, your bubble right here. Don't allow someone to chain you down to the Four of Swords and Ten of Swords. Don't let someone walk all over you. But also make sure that you are not in imminent danger. If something doesn't feel right, don't walk towards it. If something gives you red flags immediately and it's the first opportunity, don't just rush and take it. I know it's easier to say, well, when you have to take something, you should. But sometimes you probably shouldn't. Wolf, communication. Frog, creativity. So focus on your communication skills right here with this community and web weaving, all right? With this creativity, I feel like you're going to find some sort of creative endeavor within your life. Maybe someone is hiring you because you are creative. Maybe someone is using you for your creative skills or a technique that you have, all right? Let's look at your spellcasting oracle cards. You have psychic abilities, and you have prosperity. Focus on your psychic abilities. Focus on your third eye, all right? If you allowed the High Priestess to guide you, because that's what the High Priestess represents, seeing things from a very, very high perspective. Imagine if you knew everything that could happen in your life and you could change your fate. That's the psychic abilities of the High Priestess. She wants to illuminate that to you. It will change the It will change the prosperity card within your life because you have the King of Pentacles sitting up here. All right, you're looking for a very good opportunity, but here's the problem. The Temperance doesn't want you to have it when you're stuck with something that is mentally, emotionally taking from you. Thurisaz, Thorn, protection, barriers, pride, self-deception. The spiritual meaning is destruction and rebirth, inner truth, and false ego. So with this protection, I feel like you're protected. The Strength card is here to protect you, right? But the problem is you have self-deception and pride with false ego. You know the inner truth of the Eight of Swords. You know that something has to have a destruction in order for you to have a rebirth somewhere else. So I feel like you understand something bad is happening, and even if the tower does fall, you're still protected from it, but it's kind of like the angels saying, I told you so. That's what the High Priestess is wanting you to know. I told you so. And they're giving you every opportunity to see things from a very clear perspective, but it's up to you to give something up. This could be something as simple as you have a drug addiction. and you know that you have a drug addiction. And it's going to be very difficult for you to give that addiction up because it makes you feel good. However, if you gave up your drug addiction, you could have like maybe a state job or a government job. Maybe you're a very educated person. You have Berkana, encourage ideas, aid creative endeavors, nurture a project, and help with family. Maybe you need help. Maybe you need to reach out to someone. It's, you know, if you have an addiction, if you have something that's holding you back and you know that it's tearing you down, there are people who you can reach out to for help, okay, to help you overcome certain things. Maybe you need some time with your family, but you do have encourage ideas with this creativity and aid creative endeavors. Maybe you have a really good opportunity. Maybe you have a way to be very creative, but you have something that's just a thorn in your side. That's actually a very biblical, what is it? A very biblical, I think it was John. One of the prophets had a thorn in his side, and he asked God to remove it, and God wouldn't remove it from him. But it caused him a lot of pain. And I feel like you have a thorn in your side with that Seven of Swords, and you know that it's there. But it's up to you to figure out how to get rid of it. It's up to you to move forward from that, okay? So anyway, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.